This is for 7th grade on 9.2 area of circles. We are going to find the relationship between their circumference and area. So we can use what we know about circumference and area to find a relationship between them. So we're going to start with a circle that has a radius r. And we're going to solve the equation c equals 2 pi r for r. So what we know is, from what we have learned in the past, is to get or isolate a variable by itself, we have to use inverse operations. So right now, 2 pi is multiplication. So to undo that, we are going to divide by 2 pi on both sides. So 2 pi divided by 2 pi is the same number. So when you divide, you get 1, so you can cross those out. And you're left with r equals c over 2 pi. Now we need to substitute that equation into the formula. We have c equals 2 pi. Now the area formula equals pi, this is important right here, times c over 2 pi squared. So we're going to have to square every term in the parentheses. So we have c squared, we have 2 squared, and then we have pi squared. Now we have to evaluate the powers. We have to take this pi and insert it here. And then we have c squared. 2 times 2 is 4. And then we have pi squared. In this next step, we have to factor out pi. So we have 2 here, and we have 1 here. So that means I can take 1 away. So 2 minus 1 is 1. So I'm left with pi times 4. And our numerator is still c squared. And now I'm left with c squared equals 4 times pi times the area. Now we get that by, since this is being divided, to move it to the other side by itself, you want to multiply both sides by 4 pi, which is how we're left with this here, and c squared is what it said equal to. So the circumference of the circle squared is equal to 4 times pi times area. So moving on to the reflect, it says, does this formula work for a circle with a radius of 3 inches? Show your work. So we have to see if with the radius of 3 inches, if we can get c squared equaling 4 times pi times the area, and we want to see if these two are equal to each other. So the first thing we have to do is find the radius of a circle. We have to find the area of a circle with a radius of 3. So area equals pi r squared. I'm going to substitute my values. Pi equals 3.14. My radius is 3 squared. 3 squared is 9. And 3.14 times 9 is about 28.26 inches squared. Now we also have to find their circumference. Circumference equals 2 pi r. We're going to substitute our values. We have 2 times pi times our radius. So 2 times 3 is 6 times your 3.14, which is about 18.84 inches. So now we want to take this equation and substitute these two values that we just found into it. So we found that the circumference was 18.84. We're going to have to square that. Equals 4 times pi times the area, which we got was 28.26. 18.84 squared is 354.945. Then we have to multiply 4 times 3.14 times 28.26. And what you should get when you multiply those three numbers together is 354.946 and 3.54.945. So yes, this formula works. Thank you.